What is up and what is happening, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Gripn N Ripn Fishing on the GNRF YouTube channel. I am out here once again. We are headed over to the local pond. This is a local body of water that I fish, I would say, kind of frequently. It is pretty close to my house and the fishing is amazing. I've got a friend coming over this morning and he has not yet caught any fish on his kayak yet, so that's the goal of today, is just to figure these fish out and get one in his boat. He bought this kayak from me, I'd say last year. He's only gotten to go out 2 or 3 times and he hasn't been able to catch a fish yet. He started fishing the wrong part of the year and unfortunately he wasn't able to make it happen last year. It is springtime here, the birds are chirping, sky is clear for now. I told him last night today is gonna be the day. He is gonna get one in the boat. So I wanted to show you guys, I got a little something new here today. I've got on here a new mount from Yak Attack, and then I've also got a power pack on the boat. So hopefully I don't have to touch this GoPro at all while we're out there. And then I'm also gonna have one on my head. So you guys are gonna get a couple different angles on the kayak now. I was doing a few different angles on the boat, which I hope you guys like. I got some feedback. Everybody said they liked the new angles. So I'm trying to duplicate that on the kayak for you guys too. Keep it fresh, keep it clean, and make sure we bring the net this time. That is one of the biggest things I always run into when I'm out here kayak fishing. I forget the net, and if you guys kayak fish, you know how hard it is to get a big bass, big pickerel, which we have a ton of those around here, or a big snakehead in the kayak when you don't have your net. I'm looking into getting one that's a lot deeper than this. So when you're snakehead fishing, you want one with a very deep bucket. They are fish that can get well over 30 inches, and this just isn't going to cut it. I think this is like a 11 or a 15 inch bucket, and we want something that's 17 to 20, something a little bit bigger. You want rubber. Nylon tends to get caught in the hooks. It just makes it harder to use, so rubber's the way to go. Plus, with a rubber net, that water actually will still stay against the fish's skin and that slime that's on the fish. So that slime is the protective coat, and if we can keep that wet, we can keep the fish safe. So we do a lot of catch and release on this channel, and that's a good way to good practice to use, is to try to use a rubber net. Got the old milk crate on there with a few Plano boxes, and of course a Shop Carl's box, because I order so much stuff from shopcarls.com, and it's springtime, so these fish are going to be moving up. And last time we were out here was probably over a month ago with Orange 22 Fishing, and we caught some fish out in the stump fields away from the bank. And I'm thinking today, with the sun high, yesterday being a really hot day, the fish are going to have moved up a lot closer. We're going to get out there, get after it, and try to get his first bass in the kayak. This is going to be a lot of fun, guys. Stick around, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, just make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up, and if you really enjoy the content, hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything. We're going to get after it this year, and we've got a lot of snakehead fishing to do, a lot of bass fishing with the Bass Club, and this is going to be an awesome year. We made it down to the water, and as I've said in other videos at this place is always an adventure to get into, because there's just not a whole lot of water here at the launch. So when you launch out, you really got to work to get out there. I'm gonna wait for him because he's getting ready. I don't want to go out there and start catching fish without him, because today is about getting a bass in that kayak right there. What's up, my man?
What's up, bro?
I told the people watching that today is about getting a bass in this kayak.
That's right. This is our 3rd trip out on the open seas, and yet to catch anything.
That's what I told him. I said we've been out like 2 other times and just haven't been able to catch anything. So, and I didn't catch anything either on those trips. So it was like just the bite was off those days, and it was a bad time of the year for the fish we were fishing for. We were out there looking for snakeheads at the end of fall, and just it wasn't the right time.
Yeah, no, I definitely think this pond always produces, especially for you. So I think, I think that will be just fine.
You guys like the old scupper plug trick? It's foam golf balls, like practice golf balls. You stuff them right in there if you don't have scupper plugs. They work pretty well. While he's tying on, just want to check on the kayak, make sure she didn't drift away. But right now it looks like I have a Mepps #4 spinner tied on. Worked out here last time. I've got a crawl colored chatterbait with a off the hook outdoors trailer. And then I've got a hybrid hunter Strike King crankbait, pretty big profile, chartreuse and black, with like a, I believe it's an orange belly or an orange chin. They work really well, and I'm hoping to really catch some fish today with that. They've got that unique bill on them that makes it have this, again, a unique wobble. When it hits structure, it doesn't get as hung up as other ones that we found. And then I've also got a wacky rig on there. And lastly, I've got a Guggen trench hog in the green pumpkin purple, or actually that's a sprayed lettuce for the Guggen trench hog, and Wu Tungsten 1/4 ounce weight on there. So we've got a whole plethora of lures to use today, and we're gonna see what they want. If we get on a pattern, we'll obviously call over to him and let him know what's going on so that he can catch some fish too. All right, so this spot can be a bit of a struggle sometimes with the kayaks just because the water's so low.
Yeah.
So you have to work your way out there and push through it, yeah. Oh, did you guys see that? I was just out here trying to get in the kayak and this leopard frog just jumped straight into the yak. Get out of there, guy. There we go. It's back in the water. That was pretty cool. So we know what they're eating. Just probably not this morning. Not yet. It's I don't think it's quite warm enough to be throwing a frog around, but you never know. I mean, if I see a bunch of topwater blowups out there, we're definitely gonna switch it up. Well, we switched sides of the pond because we weren't having any bites on the other side. This side is a little bit calmer and wind protected, so I don't know that the fish will be over here, but it's gonna be a little bit more enjoyable to fish, and if we start catching them, then we made the right move. If not, we moved back over and we braved the wind. Nice! Corey caught a fish up shallow. He was right back there in the shallow stuff. That is awesome. Got a fish in that kayak.
Hey, buddy.
What's up, dude?
What's up, bro? First one in the boat.
What'd you get?
A little bass.
Nice.
Probably a little 2-pounder.
Was it on the worm?
He fought pretty hard.
Was it on the worm?
Yeah.
Nice. And how, you were in like 10 inches of water, weren't you?
No, I was shallow back here.
That's what I'm saying, it's like 10 inches of water.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
And so he hit it like 5 minutes ago, and he spit it out. So I just kept trying him, and he finally got it.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah, man, worked out well.
Take a picture.
Oh yeah, I got one.
All right, good.
All right, man.
All right, see ya. Fish. Come on. Ah, it's a pickerel. Come on now. Hey, it's a fish. We are not skunked for the day. There we go. And we've got our handy dandy fish grippers from Addiction Baits. Come on now, you're gonna break your jaw. There we go. Haven't got to put a snakehead on them this year, but here we go with our first pickerel. And the hook came out, so we are good to go. There it is, guys. little pickerel. So the fish grippers are good because that fish can thrash around and fight as much as it wants, and these will spin so they won't break their jaw. But I'm gonna get this right back in the water and see if there's some bass around here. First fish, baby. Let it sink down and see if there's a fish down there. There we go. And we got one. Oh, what that is? A little largie. That's all it was. A little teeny largemouth, but hit it really hard. And then I felt slack in my line, so it must have been running straight at the boat. Gosh, that was my fault. I didn't keep tension on it, and she popped right off. And we got one right off the bat, coming back this way. Good largemouth. Come on, baby. And we got our net today. Heck yeah. Heck yeah, guys. Look at that. On the old wacky rig. I saw something moving this branch over here. And so I came over here and threw at it. Oh, we are all up in the mess right now. Come on. Gotta do a little bit of better management here. Get a nice push off. Get back out here. Get away from the bank in case there's some more fish up in here. That is one thing about fishing the kayak that I do not enjoy, and that's managing all the equipment in such a small space. That's one awesome thing about the boat. Here we are, guys. There we go. We were just moving back to the shallow water. The bite seems to be turning on. We've had 4 bites, 2 fish in the last, I'd say 10 minutes. All right, so we've got ourselves probably a solid 2-pound bass right here. And this was on a green wacky rig from Off the Hook Outdoors. I'm gonna take a nice picture for him and send it to him. That way he knows that we are using the lures that he sent, and they work. She's fat. So right now these fish are about ready for pre-spawn, so they're feeding up pretty good. Belly's kind of full, and I don't know if this is a female or a little buck bass male over here feeding up for all the hard work that he's going to do to make a bed. But I'm going to get it back in the water, and oh, there we go. So we've got a little bit of spawning action going on. Look at the blood right here on the tail. So that's what we want to see. So that means they are getting ready to spawn. So these fish are going to be shallow. We're going to stick on this side of the bank and see if we can get on some more. You caught yours shallow, and then I caught mine shallow. Mine had a bloody tail, which means they're about to spawn. Well, they're getting ready to spawn. Hey, that thing comes back at like 1,000,000 miles an hour. Yeah, it's GNRF. Little teeny guy, come on now. We need something bigger than this. It's a fish. It is a fish, right? Does that count? This guy's got big aspirations, big dreams. Look at its fat little belly though. It's definitely out here aggressive and eating. It hit me over here, let it go. I threw it back in there and it hit it again. There we go. That's a good one. a better one.
Oh my God, he's killing it.
There we go. Oh yeah. All right, don't go back in the water on me. Come on now. Calm down. Ha! Now I need to get away from this bank. I'm gonna scare all the fish away. Oh, Corey's on one too. You got it, right? Oh yeah, little bass. Oh, I love it, guys. I love it. When a plan comes together, just troll this bank nice and slow. Throw at some pollen in the water. They love hiding underneath the pollen. That's exactly where I threw it, right there in that pollen, and yanked this bad boy out of there. Look at that fish. That's what I'm talking about. So there we go. The plan came together, and we've got ourselves a nice little largemouth. This one does not have a bloody tail, so I don't think this one is going to be one of the ones that's on bed. Here, this one's nice and heavy and fat. These fish are healthy in here. Love this place. Oh, a snake.
Huh?
A banded water snake.
Oh yeah? You still up there or gone?
It's slithering out to the water.
I can't see it.
Well, we're all done out of the water, and mission success. My man Corey, he caught 2 bass today. He got 2 bass in the old field and stream, and yeah, we both had limited time today, so we came out, we made the best of it. The weather was pretty good when we started, very windy, and then we got all this cloud cover, and believe it or not, the fish started biting when the clouds came in, and we also switched sides of the pond, so that could have had something to do with it. The wind changed on us halfway through. It was blowing that way, switched to that way, and we changed tactics, and we ended up catching some fish, but I think we brought in, what, 6 fish total today in about 3 hours. So not to light the world on fire, but we did actually get on some. So, and all of those bites, I think, came within the last hour, hour and a half. So the bite might be turning on now, but unfortunately we had to go. But I will catch you guys next time on Gripn N Ripn Fishing on the GNRF YouTube channel. See you guys.